Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Beer Geek Nation. I'm yours, Chris. Thank you so much for joining me once again for another beer review. And today, guys, we are looking at a beer from North Coast Brewing out of Fort Bragg, California. This is their very popular Old Stock Ale. This is the 2011 batch, coming in at 11.9% alcohol by volume, so a massive beer. This is classified as an old ale or stock ale. Basically what that is, it's just a massively malty, dark beer, anywhere above 5%. It's a traditional British style beer. And this is one of those beers that's a great cellaring candidate, being that it's almost 12%. I know a lot of people, this is one of the first ones they pick up and they'll actually start putting them away because they are dated. So it's a really great candidate for selling, for you guys getting into craft beer, a really great candidate for that to start with. So without further ado, I've actually never had this beer, so I'm looking forward to it. Let me get into a glass so you guys know how it smells, tastes, and give me the verdict on North Coast Brewing Old Stock Ale. All right, guys, to the appearance on the Old Stock Ale. It's a dark mahogany brown. There's hints of like a blood red on the curves there. It's actually a really clear beer. I can see the light through it. Tons of carbonation coming off the bottom. There might have been a half finger of an off-white, kind of tannish color head on there, tight white bubbles around the edge, basically nothing in the middle, head dissipated really quickly. Decent amount of lacing, a lot of alcohol legs in this one. At 12%, I would expect that though. Yeah, it's just a really nice looking beer. All right, the aroma on the Old Stock Ale. Wow, big plums, raisins, again, dark fruits, almost like a Belgian style quad. There's a nice fruitiness to it, kind of a estery, fruity quality. Big kind of raisin bread, caramel notes, massive toffee coming through, a bready kind of underlying sweetness to it. A touch of roastedness, a touch of almost like a smoky, sweet, smoky quality to it, like almost like a barbecue sauce kind of smell. A touch of alcohol, it's an intense smelling beer. All right, guys, so the taste on the Old Stock Ale. Cheers. That's a big beer. Complements the aroma perfectly, though. Right at the front of the tongue, I'm getting more of those kind of rum-soaked raisins and plums. Big kind of sugary, sweet, dark fruits in there. Middle of the mouth, it's just coating the mouth. This thing's got body for days. Getting a big caramel notes, a biscuity quality, a big breadiness. Again, like a piece of raisin bread dipped in like rum and brown sugar and caramel. Aftertaste, definitely a big sweet aftertaste and a finish on this one. I'm getting chocolate, a little bit of caramel in there, a little bit of a coffee, roasted quality to it, lots of maltiness, again, more dark fruits. And I gotta tell you, for 12%, you don't taste that alcohol at all. It's pretty amazing. Definitely feel it. It's definitely a warming sensation in the chest, in the actual mouth, but it helps to kind of cleanse the palate a little bit to get you ready for that next sip. It's a massive sipping beer, but it's really intense and constantly kind of changing its flavor profile in your mouth. A really awesome beer. All right, guys, so the final verdict on the Old Stock Ale from North Coast Brewing 2011 version, 11.9%. Available now. Guys, I got to give this one an A. Really surprised by this one. I didn't think it was going to be nearly as complex as it is, and I see why a lot of people sell this. You're getting big dark fruits, you're getting plums and raisins and caramel and oh my. I mean, it's just a massive beer, and 11.9%. You really don't taste that alcohol, but you can tell this is the kind of beer that needs to kind of be savored at the right temperature, and you just sit back and, you know, take an hour and a half to really drink through a bottle of this, because the flavor is just constantly changing, even in the 10 minutes I've been drinking it here. Big flavor profiles. At the same time, they're just never over the top, and it just makes you want to keep drinking it and kind of figuring out what's coming up next in the actual taste of beer. It's just awesome stuff. A very complex beer. At the same time, it's very simple, and I think a beer that a lot of people should try if they really want to try something different or kind of expand their craft beer palate. It's awesome stuff. You don't see this style too often. When it is, it's not always that great. This one is a really great example of that style. So definitely check it out. Getting an A from me, and remember, folks, life is too short. Drink amazing beers. Cheers.